Good day, everybody. My name is Awesomecrunch and welcome to Empyrion Galactic Survival. Now, this is a space-based survival game where you have lots and lots of different planets that you can venture to and collect resources from to make spaceships and other bases on other planets. It's an early access game, it's on Steam, and the devs gave me a key for it along with Aki, Aki Tuambas, don't know how you say it. He gave me a key for it, and so did him. It's not sponsored though. None of our videos, if he does videos on it, I don't know, will be sponsored at all. The devs literally just asked us, did we want keys? And he actually gave me an extra one for a giveaway. So if people enjoyed this series, then I will certainly be doing a giveaway. So I'm going to set a like goal for this first episode of this series as 50 likes. If we can reach 50 likes, I know that you guys are going to like this series, and you kind of like where this game is heading. Because if you like it, then it'll be nice to have another series other than Subnautica on the channel, even though obviously Subnautica will still be running. It's just be nice to have a different, a different game as well as Subnautica on the channel. And I thought this would be a perfect one because it's all survival and stuff, and it's really, really damn cool. So basically, you start off. The reason why I have a base that's reasonably well equipped is because I've tried recording this 2 times, both times of which my microphone hasn't been picked up by the recording software. So it is definitely working now. I've tested it multiple times just to check, but I did about 2 hours worth of recording. None of it was usable. It all had my no voice in it. And I'll play little clips throughout this if needed to show you what I was doing, to explain to you what happened. But basically, I did all of that and it was corrupted and stuff, and the last time that I recorded it, which was a couple hours ago, I had no idea, but there are new monsters on this planet. It's not a horror game, by the way, just in case you're wondering. It's not a horror survival game. There are new creatures on this planet called insects, alien insects, and they're massive humanoid, like, monster things, and they can destroy your base. So I'll play a little clip now in the corner. I was being attacked by them. Well, there was only one of them, but they're really, really strong, and he was glitching out on my fridge, which is over there. And I was wasting tons of ammo on him, because I thought he wasn't dying. Turns out he was already dead, and I just wasted about 100 bullets on him, of which bullets are not fantastically easy to create, and I've run out of magnesium, which is what you need for magnesium powder, which is what you need for everything, pretty much. But I am stocked up on. I'm doing okay for iron, silicon, and cobalt. So I'll show you what this game is about. So I've been mining a little bit so far, and I went to the cobalt one. I mined 7% there, 4% here, and then I went very early on down here to the iron deposit and mined 3% of that. So I've mined quite a large amount, and all of this has helped me create this base. And you start off with just this core, and you have to go and chop down trees, which is what I've been doing, and then mining and turning the ore that you get from the mines into ingots and stuff like that. So it's a really, really cool game, and this is what my base is looking like so far. But I need to power my base by using this little fuel tank here. I need these things, fuel packs, and they're promethium fuel packs. And these fuel everything. So we need to go mining for some promethium. And I know that there's a promethium deposit over there that I haven't actually been to yet, as you can see, 100%. But what you may also be able to see, I have a personal drone, which is quite cool. It can't go very far away, but what you can see, what you may be able to see, on top of that mountain, just there, it looks like there's a little kind of hut or colony or something up there. And it could be drones, or it could be these things called Talon Guardians, which are friendly unless you attack them or something near them. So, I found out in my previous recording that you can actually... Talon Guardians are really tall, like, wooden people things, and they carry around spears. If you attack a creature that's not violent towards you, and they're near it, they will attack you. They're like the guardians of the planet, effectively. But I'm running a bit low on food at the moment, as you can see in the bottom left, so I'm going to eat some salami that I've made. So basically, the aim of this game is just to survive for as long as you can on a certain planet. And when you run out of resources on that planet, or when you want to get more resources to build up your base on that planet, you can then move on to a different planet by building a small vessel. or a capital vessel. Now, capital vessels are the one that can hyperjump, so you need them to be able to get in between planets, so they can actually go really, really quite far. And you get a small vessel, which is ones that can go in between moons and planets. So they can't... If you tried to go from this planet to another planet in a small vessel, it would literally take a year. And that's not a joke, it would take a year. It's that massive. So that's why you need the capital vessel, otherwise you wouldn't be able to ever get there until after a year, which, as you can imagine, would be horrible. So you have the capital vessel as a kind of main hub in space, and you have this thing called blueprints, which is, I've downloaded a couple from the Steam Workshop, and it's all these kind of ones that people have made, like snow speeders and stuff like that. So you can actually make bases from the blueprints, which might actually be quite useful if you're relatively new to the game. I have got about 50 hours on it, so I kind of know what I'm doing, but it's just gone morning, which is great. These are the capital vessels. They're really darn big, and they can go in space and stuff like that. Hover vessels are for going along the ground. They're really kind of basic, just zooming along. They're quite easy to make and only take 16 minutes real time. Small vessel, we're going to be making this one because the other two take resources that aren't available on this planet. This one takes Sathium, which you can't get on Akua, which is the planet we're on. And these ones take very strange elements that we can't quite get yet. So I'm going to put that into the factory. When we get the right amount, we can drag them in there, and that will fill up. And then we can start the production. It will take 23 minutes, and then we can place it anywhere. But to power that, we need fuel. And that's why we need to go mining for some promethium. But to go mining, we need to make sure we have fuel. And we only have 2 biofuel, which is what this drill uses. And I also need to try and make some bullets, because I'm running extremely low. And I don't know where the nearest magnesium... There's a magnesium deposit over here, but in the previous episode I found a massive base either round here or here. And if I go there, we run into the danger of actually running into the base, which would kill us pretty much instantly. Because I'd imagine it will be a drone base. So we're going to try and get to this promethium deposit over here, which is just behind us. And we're going to go do some mining. But first, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to check what it takes to make biofuel. Oh, and another thing is you have this tech tree. If you press F3, you can get a tech tree up. I have a lot of available unlock points. So this is basically where you can buy research things. So you can research certain things, I guess, is the best way to put it. You can research anything, pretty much. And this will all help you in the future. Oh, armoured. Yes, all of this is useful. Ramp blocks, they will be also useful. So I'm just going to research all of this because it's really, really good. So I'm going to completely get rid of this outside. Because we want to really rebuild this whole thing. Especially the walls anyway, because it's just so weak. So I'm just going to temporarily put a steel block on top of our core, because if we get attacked when we're away, this is the thing that the drones will aim for. They'll aim for the core. So if we can protect it in any way, that will be really useful. So I'm just going to put some blocks here for the moment, because we're about to go promethium mining. We can get rid of them whenever we want. Right, this is the promethium deposit now. We should be in shelter, so that base shouldn't spot us at all. All of this is really useful stuff. These are called corn dogs. These brown things are called corn dogs. And they're just a really quick fix for if you're hungry. You see this thing here? That's a Talon Guardian. They're friendly until you attack them. But yeah, they're really cool. Okay, so I've just reached level 9 after mining for a bit, because you do get XP for literally everything you do. You get XP for picking plants. You get XP for picking flowers, effectively, which is always nice. So I've just reached level 9. That doesn't really mean I don't think there's anything that actually is useful for yet level 9, because I think the next useful level is level 10. So when we get level 10, we're going to have the large fuel packs, which are so much more efficient. So they'll be really, really useful. I'm going to get this second work light. I don't really use work lights, but it's nice to just kind of have them. Okay, so I've just mined this much. I've mined quite a bit, and I have 151 promethium ore, which is a really good amount. There's one of the Talon Guardians. See, I can go right up to him, and he's perfectly friendly to me. He's very tall. Like, scarily tall. But yeah, he's completely friendly to me. unless I am aggressive towards him, which I'm not going to be because I respect them. So we are in some serious need of some copper. So I'm going to take some food with us, and I'm going to go on a hike towards the magnesium deposit. Ooh. And we're going to see if we can... I'm going to take 6 salami. Corn dogs in there. We're going to see if we can actually get any magnesium from there, because it will be really, really useful if we can. So I'm going to head off. It will be quite a long hike, I'd imagine. Yeah, I need to head a bit more that way. Okay, right, I'm going to start heading that way, and I'll be back when I reach it, or if I find something interesting to talk about. Oh, it's one of these. It's one of those things. They're massive. I thought they only came out at night. Okay, apparently not. Okay, it seems like we're heading towards the sun, which is a bad thing, because that means that the sun is gonna set quicker, which means the animals are gonna be more dangerous. The spider seems to have forgotten about me, but that big thing hasn't, so we need to try and... I think I'm gonna try and get over this mountain. Copper! Oh god. Okay, well we'll have to forget about that, because I believe that that's actually a, I think that's a drone base. And that's a drone base right next to it as well. Tough decisions. See, that could either be a drone base, or it could be the back end of a crashed ship. If it's the back end of a crashed ship, we're okay. If not, we're screwed. Oh, it is. It's a crashed ship. So, that's the mid part of a crashed MS Titan, which is a massive ship that must have crashed on this planet. So, if there are no drones there, we might actually be okay. Oh, yes. Okay, that's a rocket drone. Is it on this side of the mountain? Doesn't seem like it. It's on the other side of the mountain. We should be alright, because this is only 50 meters away. And the rocket drones don't have the best range in the world, so we might be alright. Well, I mean, we'll have to be alright. I don't see how else we're going to do this. That other one is closer, so that's an awful idea to go to. So it looks like we're just going to have to start mining. The range of the base, I'm pretty sure, is like 300 meters. So when you get a small vessel, you can actually... There's actually a small constructor on the back of it, which means you can actually make this... So when you go mining, you can actually make these things whilst you're on the way back, which is really useful. But obviously at the moment we have to carry it in our backpack. Right, okay, that should be enough magnesium now, I'd imagine. So I'm just going to collect all of this stuff that I've mined. Mined quite a fair amount. This should be enough to last us for a long time. Especially being as it's just single player. This game has really good multiplayer, and I was actually playing it with Huntercast. I'm trying to set up a series with Aki on it. Aki Tumambus. I'm trying to set it up, but every time we get close to being able to do it, I have to go, or he has to go, or he has exams and stuff like that, so he has to revise. Oh, it's just endless. But yeah, there's the rocket drone and the Epsilon comm center. The Epsilon comm centers, you see those like arrows kind of things coming off the side? They're massive turrets. Actually, you can see the drone from here. The blue light. It's coming towards us. Oh, Jesus. Oh, it's not. Okay. Yeah, it's just patrolling. That's right. Whew. God, that was stressful. Ah, there's a spider chasing me. That means I'm probably going to have to lure it back to my base. But spiders can't climb up walls, thank God. So devs, please don't ever add that, because that would be the worst thing that a dev team has ever done. Because they are the worst. They're so overpowered. And if you did make them climb walls, at least make them climb it slowly. Because it's literally hell trying to escape from these spiders. And I don't think I successfully escaped, did I? I might have, actually. I think I did. And we made it just in time for nighttime. If we can hide in here, they shouldn't be able to see us, which is good. I'm actually going to dismantle these, because... Oh. They're a bit annoying. But see how many... They take 50 hit points, whereas the wood takes 10. So you can imagine how much better these are at defending the base. Right, so I'm going to put our salami back in the fridge so that we can actually just keep it for another day when we need to go further. And I'm going to let's see how our survival constructor is doing with the Promethium. Oh wow, it's made a ton load. Jesus! Okay, right, that's enough. I don't think we need any more. Look at that. Well, I mean, actually, we could probably keep these... No, actually, we'll put... yeah. We'll put these in here. And we'll spam. These take 10, so we have 1,000, which means we can make tons of fuel packs, which is fantastic. And it outputs 2. So we are set for fuel. We don't even have to worry about fuel anymore. That's a figment of imagination. Fuel does not matter to us anymore. We have infinite supply, effectively. Well, it's not infinite because it doesn't have limits, but, you know. So the thing we were trying to get was this, wasn't it? But that takes copper, and the copper that we found was very close. Dangerously close, I think, to the Epsilon Space Comm Center. Yes, that's only about 300 meters away. Bearing in mind from here, we were there, and that was about 400 meters, so this will be about 200, 300 meters. So, no, let's not go to that copper deposit. That doesn't seem like a good idea at all. But if you guys enjoyed it, please give it a like. We'll try and get it to 50 likes for the next episode. Obviously, the next episode won't come as soon as it gets to 50 likes, because that's just not how this channel works. It's not one of those... I'm not the Rad Brad, I'm sorry, I can't do that. So we've got a good start, really. It could be going better, but, you know, that's just Empyrion for you. It really loves to just throw things at you and hope that you survive. So I'm just going to build this cargo box quickly. And whilst I do, if you're liking this series or the idea of a series of Empyrion Galactic Survival, then please give it a like. If you're feeling really damn generous, subscribe to Awesomecrunch today. But until next one, I'll see you guys in the next one. Ta-ra, my friends.